Hi everyone, it's Don and I hope you are having a fantastic day. Well, cruise ships are sailing. We have a cruise ship that's now arrived in Venice for the first time in months and months and months. We have the Celebrity Millennium that is now set sail from St. Martin, first ship in the Caribbean to actually set sail from one of their home ports, and another one setting sail this Saturday that my buddy Tony's going to be on. Oh, so much to talk about. So firstly, in Venice, the MSC cruise ship showed up, and of course there were protesters there because they're saying, Venice is in an argument right now about moving the cruise lines to another port, so it's not in the direct line of sight from the heritage area of Venice. Of course, a lot of the people in Venice are going, hey, stop complaining about the cruise ships because they represent 10% of the entire income of the city. So they're saying we need them back desperately. So they're trying to strike that balance between, environment and economy. And it's a hard thing to do, especially in a city like Venice where basically all of their income is tourism. Like, the city makes money on tourism, and to start saying that this tourism can't come in and this tourism can't because of overcrowding, it's really going to hurt the city's economy. So there's a lot going on there. We've had the same kind of protest try to happen in Alaska. They tried to reach a whole bunch of petitions to say we want this stuff on the ballot so we can limit cruise ships, and they didn't get enough signatures. It didn't pass. So they sent the letter instead saying we would really like this, but they don't have enough signatures, so it's not going to get on the ballot. So I think the people of Alaska, after going almost 2 full years with no income from the cruise lines, realized just how important the cruise line industry is to the economy of the state. And I don't think that's an easy sell right now, especially maybe in another 5, 6, 7 years down the road. You might be able to sell that a little easier when people have forgotten what it's like to not have the cruise ships. But to try and sell it right now, when businesses are boarding up their doors and now they're getting ready to reopen finally with the cruise ships to start, and then you start saying, hey, let's limit the cruise ships, that's a very tough sell, a very, very tough sell. You know what else is a tough sell? A tough sell is trying to get my subscriber base over the 50% mark. I'm at 47%. I only need 3 more percent. So help me out. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Join the community. Find out all about cruising as we restart and get ready going into next year. It's going to take quite a few months yet to find out who's cruising where you're going to be able to go, and you can stay all up to date and follow along with me as we go along. I also wanted to talk about the Celebrity Millennium. A lot of people just found out, hey, the Celebrity Millennium, I'm supposed to go on that later on during the year in St. Martin. And it's not the Celebrity Millennium anymore. They had to switch it out for I believe it's the Summit taking its place because when they were filling out their paperwork and everything for Alaska, normally the Millennium is the Alaskan cruise line. That's the cruise line that I did the final Alaska cruise there, and then it took off from Vancouver to Asia for repositioning. So it was a great Pan-Pacific cruise, and the Millennium is normally out in Alaska. Well, somehow one party or the other mixed up the paperwork, and the Millennium was okay to sail out of Seattle, and the Summit was not. So they've switched the Summit around now, or vice versa. It's not, either way, the Summit and the Millennium, they're close enough in size and category that it really won't be too big a deal to most people who are sailing on the Celebrity cruises. Just know that when you get there, it might not be the ship you're expecting. So, yeah, both of those ships are fine, though. You will not be disappointed, and I think anyone cruising right now, this early after the pandemic, it just wants to get on the ocean. They don't really care what ship they're on, like myself. I can't wait, and I know my buddy Tony can't wait. we're hoping to connect. I'm hoping to do a live stream this weekend coming up on Saturday. I'm hoping Tony's going to be able to join us for a few minutes live and tell us what it's like on the adventure of the seas. If we can't connect, I know he's going to keep us up to date. So remember to check out his channel, Alita Loca, him and Jenny, as Tony heads off on the adventure of the seas this weekend. I can't wait to watch those vlogs. And I've been watching an entertainer, I think it's Jordan, and she's an ice dancer on the adventure of the sea. She used to be on the Allure when everything shut down, and now she's been transferred to the adventure of the seas. And I've been watching her vlogs as they prepare and the ice dancing and practicing and all the things that they're going through. And it's just getting me more and more excited to get on a ship and watch the entertainment. So on that note, I did have some good news this week. We were able to book our second dose here in Ottawa if you had your first dose by a certain date. And I qualified. I've been spending all day on it. So I was up at 5 a.m. this morning in line. And when I signed in, the website doesn't open until 8 a.m. And I was up at 5 a.m. and I logged in and I was like 129,000th in line. And I got all the way through and I clicked on it and there were no dates left. And then I reset, click, looking for dates, nothing there. And then the website crashed. And I had to sign in again and I was back at 100 and some thousand person. An hour and a half goes by, I finally got back in, and there's still nothing. Nothing, and then it crashed again. Another hour and a half waiting, and this time I finally got in. The website started, but the line wasn't moving. It said, the line is paused. So 2.5 hours later, finally got in, actually made a booking for way across the city. So I do get my second dose sooner than I thought I was going to. I was supposed to do it August 1st. Now I can do it July 5th, which means I am available to cruise fully vaccinated or unvaccinated, depending on which cruise I choose, on August 19th. So I've been scouring the cruise ships and trying to make my arrangements because I also pet sits for my nephews, cats and dogs, during those months. So I'm trying to get it going. I'm going somewhere. I just don't know on what ship yet. I'm looking at the Allure. I'm looking at the Odyssey. I've been looking at the Summit. I'm just looking to go somewhere. And then, of course, I am on the Alaska cruise on the Majestic Princess in September. So I will be going, and I will be now looking at November, October, and December cruises as well. Can't wait to get back out there. Finally have a date for my vaccine. Fingers crossed nothing happens and it gets canceled. And then we can get out and start showing you all those new ships. Well, I hope you like this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. We'll see more tips, more tricks, more travel blogs from around the world. Hit that subscribe button. Till next time, have yourself a safe and a great vacation.